It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. About to do a quick visual quiz.
Okay.
Forgive me, but we'll get to it in just a second. Let's see, Ace Cosby's our engineer. He's right over there. Good morning, Ace.
Good morning.
Chick McGee across the way. Appears to be suffering. Let's see. There's Josh Arnold. signing some
photos.
Signing some photos.
Well, people ask for his autograph all the time.
Oh, that's Josh with the pre-facial hair, Josh.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind an updated headshot.
Yeah.
You've lost a lot of weight since then. You gotta get rid of that headshot. That is not a good one.
He's lost a lot of hair since then.
PJ may have done some things to this hair.
Let me see that. Oh, yeah, that's Photoshop.
Yeah, our graphic designer did.
Okay, thanks very much. Christy Lee is right next to me. This is Tom speaking. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. Okay, do you mind if we do a quick visual quiz?
What?
I do mind, but
Okay.
you're going to do it anyway.
Okay, and I think I'm going to have Christy be my victim here.
Okay.
It's really a simple quiz. There's nothing to lose
Yes.
here. But I keep a number of things over here in my little area.
Yeah, we know.
I went to the Container Store, this place, and I got all these really cool little plastic
Yes.
boxes and
That's exactly what you need.
So
Go
I'm
to the Container Store.
Totally
Do
organized.
you have any Advil over there?
I do.
Totally organized.
Would you like
he says.
the liquid gels?
Oh, that would be great.
These
yeah.
are very good. Okay, coming up.
That's not the quiz?
No. I'm going to hold something up and I want you to tell me what it is.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to hold three things up very quickly and tell me, and then after we're done, you're going to tell me what they are. Ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I saw
The first one was eye drops.
Okay. The
Second one, I have no idea. The third
second
one
one-
was your nose spray.
Okay,
Okay.
the second one was super glue.
Right. And we had a story last year about someone who mixed up the super glue and the eye drops.
I can see that.
And the reason I bring this up is I almost did that yesterday.
Oh.
Because
Hold the two up that are.
they're pretty damn close.
Yeah, they are pretty close.
No,
Nope,
this
not
is
at all.
visual.
The super glue
No.
has a giant orange cap on the top.
Well, but they're about the same
Well,
size.
let me explain. The situation was I have to use these eye drops because I had this eye surgery not too long ago. And I was sitting in here by myself early in the morning, and I must have gotten something in my eye, so I kind of was reaching over to this box and grabbed the...
I have a suggestion. Don't put the super glue in the same box with the eye drops.
That's brilliant. I just saw a light bulb go off over your
I
head.
bet the number of people who have super glue at their office, at their desk, is probably 2%.
That's high.
Because what do you use your super glue for, Tom? Go and be truthful. And if you're not truthful, I'll tell the truth.
I glue together anytime I have my fingertips split or any kind of cuts that I have, I glue them together with super glue.
And that sounds totally reasonable to you.
Well, super glue was invented during, I believe,
Yes.
the Korean War to
they do.
to swiftly
Close
suture wounds.
Yes.
It is used, but
So that's why I like to have some super glue around at all times.
Chick, you and I think Christine, we would never make the mistake of whether it was eye drops or super glue, but we could easily see where Tom would.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's totally
As a matter of
normal
fact-
for us.
As a matter of fact, it's a wonder that doesn't happen to you hourly.
So,
the way you are.
Christy, I'm going to do a new system.
Yeah, I really think you should move your super
The
glue into a
super
different
glue I'm going to put
area.
into the one under here. Okay.
You know what he's going to do?
Done.
Next week he'll go, what do I do with my super glue? I can't find it.
You're critical of my system, and yet yesterday...
Well, the system's flawed. You're like the cartoon character who has the rat poison next to the flour in the kitchen.
Now, yesterday, I believe...
That just doesn't make sense.
The day before-
He's asking for trouble.
The day before yesterday, my
Yes.
little bin here, Chick borrowed my nail clippers.
Right?
Oh.
we all go to you because you have everything.
My Sudafed.
You know,
Yes.
I've got a suggestion.
And then I have 3 different types of toothpicks for
Yeah, that's good.
gum
The
use.
super glue has a tapered top on it. Why don't you show it up?
I wasn't joking
sorry.
about that Advil.
Okay, you want the Advil? There you go.
Christy's a little hungover this morning.
No.
There we
I
go.
had a shoulder
party.
problem.
Oh.
Christy looking super sexy with that flannel kind of sort of...
Buffalo check.
But the way you've got it sort of buttoned the wrong way, and
Aren't
it's
you
sort of
supposed to
half
use your
off.
wrist instead of your shoulder? Oh, never mind.
Okay, let's just move on. Sorry.
Well.
So don't
She really wangs it down, man.
don't confuse the super glue and the eye drops.
No, my gosh,
and the
Tom,
nose
don't do
spray.
that.
Thank you very much. You want to know what else I got over here?
Yeah, what else?
Yeah, I'd like to know.
I'd like to
Don't
know.
give a damn.
No salt.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that'll be the death of you.
One of my favorite tools. The Saline nasal mist.
Yeah, I like that stuff too.
It's in its power packed. So just you shove this in your nose.
Give your brain a good washing.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Clean out those sinuses.
Yeah.
Do you have a neti pot at home?
No, I don't like those.
You have used one?
No, that's clove cigarette hippie chick stuff.
I see.
I like the one that spoils the atmosphere.
Clove cigarette hippie chick stuff.
Speaking of hippies, Haywood Banks is going to be at the Rhythm and Brews.
Thanks for the warning.
No, couldn't bother coming in.
In Chinatown in Wapakoneta, Ohio.
Look a gift horse.
Chinatown.
It's an inside joke. Only Josh picked up on it. Wapakoneta, Ohio, tonight only. Haywood Banks live in person. We got a request for some Haywood coming up. But right now, the man who's got a great postseason record when it comes to picking those games, it's Chick McGee at the sports desk.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
And I'll defer all questions to Josh. If you have questions, he seems to deal with it a little better than I do.
Okay.
Is this fair?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. I'm happy to help.
Houston Astros cheating scandal took a wild turn yesterday when several internet rumors accused players of wearing buzzers to steal signs from pitchers. The rumors started from a Twitter account with someone, this is actually who this is, Carlos Beltran's niece. Who claimed that Jose Altuve wore a buzzer under his jersey during games that relayed tipped pitches from the video guy watching the game in the hallway. Wow.
Man.
Could this be true?
And the tweet goes, I'm told to stay quiet, but I refuse. Sorry, T.O. Hart. Jose Altuve and Bregman wore devices that buzzed on inside right shoulder from hallway video guy. Let's get it all out there now.
Man.
These guys are making dozens of millions of dollars, right?
Oh, yeah, for the most part. Has Altuve responded?
No, but there were several tweets that went like this. 5 different people within baseball, not connected to each other at all, have told me the buzzers are very real. With the same details and stuff. Yeah.
Try saying that again.
Stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Nice edit.
Another tweet. Beltran's niece tweeting about the buzzers matches up with what I've been told from 5 different baseball people. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, friends. How are you? It's Larry King here.
Oh, hey, Larry. Thanks for calling on the track phone hotline.
Yeah, Chick, I'm dismayed about this damn baseball scandal.
Dismissed.
You're a lot of stuff, yeah.
Oh, God, I tell you, I haven't had enough coffee yet. But anyway, this thing with the Houston Astros is just shocking. Fined $5 million for cheating. God, I love baseball. Now, not only were the Astros stealing the opposing catcher's signals, Chicks has just mentioned one other thing that's happened, this electronic buzzer thing. There are a few other things you may not know of that the team was doing that might be considered cheating. You want to hear what they were?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is unbelievable. The water cooler in the visitors' dugout was spiked with Jägermeister.
Oh, yeah.
That'll slow them down.
Yeah.
Oh, between innings, the Astros would often hide second base. Now, that's kind of mean.
Yeah, it makes it difficult.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Well, where do you go? You go past first, you run into the outfield. I can't find it. The rosin bag on the mound, it was actually a baggie full of Vaseline.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah.
cheating.
The Astros often planted a dime bag of reefer on opposing pitchers. Then would call in anonymous tips to the cops.
Oh, that's so red.
They planted it. Oh, it was great. The Astros catcher would use a penknife to slash the Achilles tendon of any batter who reached a full count.
Well, I mean, that's really...
How'd they not get caught doing that?
Yeah, that's
These
egregious.
are just things I've heard of, but I'm not sure. I might have the wrong information. The Astros would often stage a blackmail scenario in which they would photograph an umpire in bed with a murdered hooker.
That's egregious. Is that the word you used?
This is Larry King. Sayonara, amigos.
All right.
God help baseball.
Sayonara,
Goodbye.
bro. Wow. So the cheating scandal continues.
New York Mets, brand new manager, hasn't managed a game. Carlos Beltran, fired. In wake of the Astros sign-stealing scandal, he was rocked Major League Baseball. The move came 2 days after Boston cut ties with manager Alex Cora, who was Houston's bench coach in 2017 when Beltran played for the Astros. Everybody got that?
Wow.
Man.
So he hasn't even managed to get. He's out.
Is his career over, you think?
Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do. A.J. Hinch, the Astros fired Hinch and Luna earlier in the week. And it just keeps on coming. Jose Altuve says he wants it known that he has never, ever worn an electronic device in a Major League game. He never received any form of a trigger or any information via an electronic product that was on his body or in his uniform.
Okay, see, so he didn't say anything about the trash cans.
He was never worn any electronic device.
Ah.
Right.
Boy, this reeks of being written by a lawyer, doesn't it?
Yes.
But Major League Baseball, when a guy gets on second, he steals the signs. That's his job. It's part of his job. Slide in, spikes high, and steal signs.
Yes, but it's when you're using electronic devices, it's a different story. Would you
Give him
think?
the spike.
Would it be okay with you then in an NFL game if there was someone in the stands with a telescope reading the sheets that the
Only if the guy in the telescope was wearing a pirate outfit. Then
okay, he has to be wearing a okay. just-
saying a lot of stuff like yo ho ho and a parrot on his shoulder. That would be.
The electronic,
I'm sure that happens.
The electronic
Tom.
buzzer thing, that's really cheating.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the thing in football is, hey, we're going to run the ball. You know what we're going to do. Everybody knows what we're going to do. You just try and stop us.
Okay.
And like you said, that's baseball. Why should that be any dissimilar? You know, why should that be any different? You can.
It's part of gamesmanship.
Even if you know it's a curveball.
Yeah,
good
go
luck.
ahead and try to hit it.
Right.
But it's still cheating.
No, I know.
You think that'd be fair, Josh?
What they've done? No, I don't think it is fair.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens.
I don't know if it's fair or not.
Everybody
think,
cheats.
I think picking up on signs without the use of any sort of technology, yes, that's part of the game.
So is trash can okay and buzzers not okay?
No, trash can's not
Trash
okay.
can's
okay.
Trash
No, because-
can's not okay either.
No, because they're hitting the trash can based on information they're getting with highly technical digital
Exactly, yeah.
cameras. Would you think it was okay to bug the locker room? Would you be okay if
Sure.
the taxi cab that picked up the coach had a spy in it?
What would you say-
taping?
I don't even think binoculars are okay.
If a team got beaten, well, that's because they had our locker room bugged. What would you think?
I don't know enough about the sport if that information would be valuable. But what if they had their?
All right.
What if they have computers?
Speaking of lawyers,
What if they had computers on the sideline and you can use it?
so
Would it be
your
okay?
problem is technology and how they gathered the information.
Yeah, it's one thing if the guy at second base can read the catcher's signal. And do
That's
something.
one thing.
That's one thing because that could have happened 50 years ago.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
all contemporary technology that
Right.
they're using.
And I think even because they were zooming in with the camera, I think even if somebody was using binoculars, you can't do that.
Would you be okay if a computer person hacked all of their
Or their
information?
playbooks or stole
Yes.
their iPads? They don't have playbooks
In the
anymore.
NFL, if the week before the game someone hacked into the Redskins computer system and got all their plays.
I don't think anyone would ever try to do that. They can beat them quite easily without information.
Now we're adding logic to that.
But you wouldn't want that would not be fair.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see what
I
happens.
don't know. I honestly don't know what they should do or how severe these penalties should be. And then there's the argument that they're acting this way because of the steroid. They didn't get ahead of that enough.
I think that's a fair argument.
And now they're, by God, well, we're a regal sport. We can't, we're beyond reproach.
So you think they're overreacting?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. I think they'll be.
But how
more
much is
professional.
enough? I mean, will the Dodgers be declared World Series champions? 17 and 18.
That'd be a tough call.
That can't be. Yes.
Now.
Well, what would it take for the Dodgers to be declared champions?
They shouldn't be declared champions. The Astros should just be declared cheaters. That's it.
But they're still
Done.
champions.
And it's
Yeah.
done.
And they're going to have a little separate room at the Baseball Hall of Fame. They will. They'll have a little and it'll deal with this. And
Baseball's all about the asterisk. They like the asterisk.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Their World Series ring should be heated to 150 degrees.
Now, this is a different tack. I
And
like this.
I'm a firm believer in cruel and unusual punishment. I know that's not
Not
illegal.
only cruel, but unusual.
I love it when judges do really creative things like for example, we had the story yesterday about those two guys in Australia that filled up an automobile with water,
That was pretty
right.
put
funny.
on scuba tanks, then drove it to a
Yeah.
liquor store.
Yeah.
Okay, it's against the law, but hilarious.
Right.
I would sentence them to, these guys are going to be in a parking lot at a Walmart in a dunk tank, and raise money for charity all day.
Right.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Be goofy, funny, unusual, and no, well, not particularly cruel. In this case, we need something cruel.
Well, maybe, but I'd like to see, because the MLB, if they fine them, the MLB just takes that money, right? Mm-hmm. Well, no, they should have to not fine them, but maybe, hey, each one of you has to build 3 ballparks in a city for youths to play at.
Youths.
Yeah, youths.
Yeah, youths.
Yeah.
Youths.
You have to buy gloves.
You actually use that in a sentence?
Youths?
Youths?
Ball. Well, and when it comes to baseball, youth baseball, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I wasn't using it as...
It's a word, Tom.
I know, it's one of those words you only ever see in print.
right.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Happy to be here. Thanks very much for joining us. The room looks vastly different than it did a few minutes ago. The handsome factor is way up.
Thank you.
I wasn't talking to you. You were here a few minutes ago.
here,
So It's unbelievable. A portion of our guest has arrived. First of all, that's Christy over there at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. There's Chick. That's Ace. You just heard Ace weighing in. There's Josh Arnold. I'm Tom. Welcome back to the program. James Ervin Berry, the comedian with the same name as a high-quality Supreme Court justice should have.
High quality.
Yes.
Supreme Court justice.
They're not all. They're not
a
all.
lesser
They're
known.
not all high
They're
quality.
not all high quality.
High quality, sir. Thank you.
James, half of you is here. What happened?
Half of me is here.
Last time you were here, there was twice as much of
There
you.
was twice as much. Yeah, I lost weight.
Apparently.
That
Yeah.
was down. Too.
Wow, you're looking good though.
It was
good.
voluntary.
Good,
by the way.
good.
Yeah, it wasn't
Sure.
You have to lose weight.
Okay.
It wasn't medical ordered.
And yeah, at the time it was not.
Okay. Now, when you walked in here, and I'm not trying to be mean, but when you walked in, I thought you were carrying a boom box.
As everyone does these days.
I thought, well, I have not seen a boom box in
That
quite some time.
is
Boombox is
funny.
what he said.
Yep.
It turns out it's not a boom box; it's an
It
oxygen
is
thing.
an oxygen tank. You're
Wow.
the only person in the history of my life that would have ever assumed that was a boombox, sir.
But it's not like a tank, like a scuba tank. It looks like a boom box.
It does.
Can you hold it up so people can see that?
I don't think a lot of people have boombox top of mind.
Looks more like a lunch bag.
Lunch
or
bag,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. That looks like a radio. I saw one in the movie Car Wash. The guy was
For
holding
real.
I'm digging that hole deeper. Yeah. Digging it deep.
So you're carrying. What's the deal? You got an issue? Obviously, a health issue here.
So while I was losing the weight, I started having problems breathing. And so they ended up finding out. They thought I had asthma, and it turned out to not be asthma.
So something bad though.
Interstitial lung disease.
COPD?
No, it's called hypersensitivity pneumonitis.
Ooh, gosh.
Right?
That sounds terrible.
Pneumonitis.
Does that not
I
sound
like the word
made up?
interstitial better because
I did too.
interstitial is the kind of we call them the music we play between breaks is interstitial.
I
See?
like that too.
It's a nice
I like
positive.
interstitial because at least it gave the impression that I inhaled some moon dust or something like that. So I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, let's go with that. That's what it's called.
But interstitial also does sound like something you'd say before the word syphilis.
Yeah.
Did you hear? Bill's got interstitial syphilis. Oh my God.
That's the worst.
He had tertiary last
the
year.
worst.
This is terrible.
It is horrible.
Well, I'm glad. So you're doing okay now. You're carrying around. Does that thing take oxygen out of the air, or does it have to? You have to pump oxygen into it and then it spits it out at you?
It pulls it out of the air and then
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's helpful. You can put it back in your nose if you want. Does it? If you do you talk funny if it's in there?
no, like I'm inhaling helium or something.
Yeah.
No.
Because that would be
How
hilarious.
can one person be so wrong about so many things and think they're right?
If that were the case, we would all talk funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I was out there breathing. Got a really good breath of oxygen there, and that's what happened. Oh boy, it's a great day, isn't it?
All right. Well, I'm glad you're doing well.
My nieces would love that though.
Weirdo.
They would go crazy if I could do that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, that'd be awesome.
Well, that'd be really neat. Has anybody ever walked around with a helium tank just so they could?
Oh, I'm sure someone
You ever been to a
has, but-
casino?
I think
Those are more, all oxygen
I
tanks.
think the headaches would probably get to you after a while.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
It'd be hard to take somebody seriously though.
Talking like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe they should make politicians wear those during
Do
all
the debates?
During the
Oh
debates.
man, that would be fantastic.
You did so say a woman couldn't be president.
Kind of
Wait a minute, that was too accurate. That was too close. I'm sorry. Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. What's happening?
Well, we were talking about food. If you missed it last hour, Oreo is bringing most stuff back. But we have some other news in the food world. Heinz is releasing a honey racha sauce this spring.
Oh.
After, of course, laying out mayo chump. Chup, yeah.
Mayo chump. That sounds.
Those people who buy it.
But see, that's how I feel. Mayo chump. You're a chump. Mayo must and mayo Q. The company will combine honey and spicy sriracha sauce for the latest hybrid condiment. The so-called Franken sauce will appear in a second quarter Super Bowl ad that will be produced in collaboration with director Roman Coppola. Heinz has not announced a specific release date, but honey racha coming at you.
I've not had Heinz version, but I've had a version. It was good. It's
Was
good.
it?
It's a good combination.
So it's just sweet.
Sweet
And
hot.
spicy, yep.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Is this what killed all those bees?
Trying
The
to
honey
get
racha?
At first, I thought it was honey rancha.
Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't really work, does it?
Totally different flavor.
Yeah.
Sweet,
Totally different.
sweet
Sweet
ranch
ranch?
dressing. Okay.
Ah.
It seems all these times are tough. All these condiments have to have roommates.
Yeah.
They can't just live alone anymore.
And Jelly Belly making news. The Joffer Beverage Company,
Jelly Belly.
which was founded by members of the Jelly Belly family, is launching the zero-calorie carbonated beverages in 8 flavors. That's right. Jelly Belly sparkling water coming to Hy-Vee's.
Hard no.
It's French vanilla, lemon lime, orange sherbet, pina colada, pink grapefruit, tangerine, berry cherry, and watermelon. The sparkling water made with natural flavorings and without sweeteners, sugar, or sodium. Jelly Belly sparkling water will be available once again at Hy-Vee grocery stores next week and online in the future.
Okay.
I don't really care for the Jelly Belly product, so I don't know
jelly
that I care
beans
for the
are-
water.
I don't care for
I
jelly beans.
am going to the store
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're looking forward to this.
Do you have a lot of dietary restrictions?
as soon as because Jelly Belly is not that far from it's in the factories in Kenosha, Wisconsin. So
Oh,
it's not
okay.
that far. So it's like they give you tours and stuff. They had that flavoring for sale years ago.
Really?
You can buy that
You can-
flavoring.
Oh,
Put
to
it in
put in
anything?
your water?
Yep,
Huh.
at home. So if it's going to be in stores, yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. The flavored water, very big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What flavor are you drinking?
This would be your orange LaCroix, or as I call it, LaCroix.
LaCroix.
Is it orange or tangerine?
This is orange, and this is
I
what.
bet you do say LaCroix and just you chuckle a little bit every time you say
This is
it.
my big beef with the LaCroix people.
Because they have tangerine as well.
And the cases are the same color, and I have gone to the grocery store, come home, and unloaded tangerine.
Doesn't taste the same, huh?
No,
Wait
I-
a minute. Which one don't you like and which one? What
I
is
like
it?
the orange.
You like orange, you don't like tangerine?
No, the tangerine in our refrigerator came from my house.
Tangerine.
They need to put like stripes on the tangerine. Something so you can distinguish it from the orange. It's a subtle distinction.
I wonder if they put different words on them, like one says tangerine.
That'd be a way to go.
Says orange.
And just leave it up
It's
to the
Josh.
consumer.
It's closed captioned like your porno.
It's the consumer's responsibility.
Although I must say now, I
pick
want
up
to
the
go.
right-
I want to go. I want to see closed caption porno. I want to see what the writing looks like. We had the story that this guy's suing 'cause it's not closed captioned.
You
although
think
they say it
the
is.
print should be like dripping, right? Don't you?
No, it's not.
bet you do.
Not the font. I want to see what they type out. Do they type out? Does it mostly say like? Do they put the word moan in parentheses?
Probably.
I think so.
Or do they put a u e o
Yeah, I think it's moan in parentheses.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, bing, bang, oh, bing, bang.
Mostly
Ooh, ee,
bang.
ooh, ah.
Moan, giggle, fap.
Fat.
App?
You proud of yourself now? You gonna call your mom and tell her, hey, mom, did you hear my fap joke this morning? She's already ashamed of. Your mother is already ashamed of you for going on the air and going. You know the names of directors of pornographic videos.
Wow.
Perhaps she should have raised me differently.
Oh.
Yeah, could be her fault.
Well,
No,
Mama Raised Me is
it's
the
my dad's
title of a
fault.
video.
Isn't the most famous director Seymour Butts? That's the kind of wit and comedy you can look forward to in that world, right?
Is that true?
Yeah. He had a show on Showtime. That's how I found him.
Seymour Butts was the punchline of a joke when you were a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
There was IP Daily. It was like Rusty Bed Springs by
that.
IP
Right,
Daily.
right.
Trails in the Sand by
Yep.
Peter Dragon.
Dragon.
We
Yeah,
all
Seymour Butts was
remember
under the bleachers. is the one I
Yeah,
heard,
but what was the one? What was Sliding Down the Banister by
Peter Burns.
Peter Burns? So that's such a classic.
Race to the Outhouse by Willie Make It.
I love Willie Make It.
Illustrated by Betty Wont.
Yeah,
You know.
hilarious.
Oh, those are great jokes.
Yeah.
Well, when you're a kid.
Those are great jokes.
Oh,
he
well,
said.
that's how you teach comedy when you're
What
a
was
kid.
training tigers? Who wrote that?
Claude Balls.
Torter.
Claude Balls. Yeah.
Claude Balls. I was the Lady Russian Wrestler by Torter Tittle. You remember
That's just
that to me.
You see how
now you're talking comedy.
yes, you see how they escalate to the high level of comedy that this show specializes in.
Hole in the Mattress by Mr. Completely. I've got a million.
See, they're all good. They're
Got a million of them.
I'm still upset about this forcing Pornhub to caption all their stuff. This makes no sense to me.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.